Gasp! What is this? I see dirt. Minecraft. Oh, this is that incredibly long, thing. That thing at the end. The end credit thing. I remember, and they tell the story. Let's read it. I'll narrate it for you guys, because this is like the end special. I see the player you mean. Andy, you're here. Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. That doesn't matter. It thinks we are part of the game. I like this player. It played well. It did not give up. It installed mods that cheated for him. It is reading our thoughts as though they were words on a screen. That is how it chooses to imagine many things when it is deep in the dream of a game. Words make a wonderful interface, very flexible and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen. They used to hear voices before players could read, back in the days when those who did not play called the players witches and warlocks, and players dreamed they flew through the air on sticks powered by demons. What did this player dream? The player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed it created, and it dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted and was hunted. It dreamed of shelter. Ha! The original interface, 1,000,000 years old and still works. But what true structure did this player create in the reality behind the screen? It worked with 1,000,000 others to sculpt a true world in the fold of the and created a Isha Kabulki for Aduna in the Klingon. Star Trek. It cannot read that thought. No, it has not yet achieved the highest level that it must achieve in the long dream of light, not in the short dream of a game. Does it know that we love it, that the universe is kind? Sometimes, the noise of its thoughts. It hears the universe, yes. But there are times it is sad in the long dream. It creates worlds that have no summer, and it shivers under a black sun, and it takes its sad creation for reality, and this is kind of depressing. To cure it of sorrow would destroy it. The sorrow is part of its own private task. We cannot interfere. Sometimes, when they are deep in dreams, I want to tell them they are building true worlds in reality. Sometimes, I want to tell them of their importance to the universe. Sometimes, when they have not made a true connection in a while, I want to help them to speak the word they fear. Sorry, I don't read very well sometimes. It reads our thoughts. Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them this world you take for truth is merely Zergd and one Igbach. I wish to tell them they are 30F in the they see those little of reality in their long dream, and yet they play the game. But it would be so easy to tell them. Too strong for this dream. To tell them how to live is to prevent them living. I will not tell the player how to live. The player is growing restless. I will tell the player a story. The player is really bored, but not the truth. No, a story that contains the truth safely in a cage, a bird cage survival. Not the naked truth that can burn over any distance. Give it a body again. Yes, player. Use its name. Andy, oh yeah, player of games, failure of all. He has a YouTube channel. Check it out. It's cool. Good. Take a breath now. Take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move your fingers. Have a body again. Under gravity, in air. Respawn in the long dream. There you are. Your body touching the universe again. At every point. As though you were separate things. As though we were separate things. Stop playing Minecraft and get off your lazy butt. Who are we? Once we were called the spirit of the mountain. Father, Son, Mother Moon, ancestral spirits, animal spirits, Jinn, ghosts, the Green Man, then gods, demons, angels, poltergeists, aliens, extraterrestrials, lepton quarks. The words change. We do not change. We are the universe. We are everything you think isn't you. You're looking at us now through your skin and your eyes. And why does the universe touch your skin and throw light on you? To see you, player. To know you and to be known. I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a player. That player was you, and you, yeah.
Sometimes it thought itself human on the thin crust of a spinning globe of molten rock. This is a lot of read in a really short time. The ball of molten rock circled a ball of blazing gas that was 330,000 more times more massive than it. They were so far apart that light took 8 minutes to cross the gap. The light was information from a star, and it could burn your skin from 150 million kilometers away. I use miles, thank you, so I don't know kilometers. Divide by 1.6. Figure that out. Sometimes the player dreamed it was a miner on the surface of a world that's flat and infinite. The sun was square wide. The days were short. There was much to do, and death was a temporary inconvenience.
Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in his story.
Sometimes the player dreamed it was other things in other places. Sometimes these dreams were disturbing. Sometimes they were beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from one dream into another, then woke from that into a third.
Sometimes the dream, it watched words on a screen.
That was Inception a couple paragraphs ago. Let's go back. The atoms of the players were scattered in the grass, in the rivers, in the air, in the ground. A woman gathered the atoms. She drank and ate, and she inhaled. The woman assembled the player in her body, and the player awoke from the warm, dark world of his mother body into the long dream. And this is so flippin' long, and the player was a new story never told before, written in the letters of DNA, and the player was a new program never run before, generated source code a billion years old, and the player was a new human never alive before, and it was nothing but milk and love. I didn't read that, but you guys did, because you're fast reading. You are the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. Let's go further back. The 7 billion atoms of the player's body go. Long before this game, in the heart of a star, so the player too is information from a star, and the player moves through a story, which is called the Force of Information, planted by a man called Julie, on a flat, infinite world made by a man called Marcus. That I didn't read it.
Shush. Sometimes the player created a small private world that was warm and simple, sometimes hard and cold, sometimes complicated. Sometimes they built a model of the universe that had flecks of energy moving through vast empty spaces. Sometimes it called those flecks electrons and protons.
Sometimes it called it planets and stars. Sometimes it believed it was made in a universe that was made of energy, that was made of offs and ons, zeros and ones, lines of code. Sometimes it believed it was playing a game. Sometimes it believed it was reading words on a screen like I am right now.
You are the playing or reading words. No, actually been talking words, so I'm gonna really know.
Sometimes the player read lines of code on a screen, decoded them into words, decoded words into meaning, decoded meaning into feelings, emotions, theories, ideas, and the player started to breathe faster and deeper and realized it was alive. It was alive. The 1,000 deaths had not been real. The player was alive.
You are alive. Ah!
And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight that came through the shuffling leaves of the summer leaves, and this never ends.
And sometimes the player believed in the universe had spoken to it through the light that fell from the crisp night of winter, where a flick of light in the corner of the player's eye might be a star 1,000,000 times as massive as the sun, boiling its planet to plasma in order to be visible for the moment to the player. Walking home at the far side of the universe, suddenly smelling food almost out of the familiar door, about to dream again.
And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the ones and zeros, zeros and ones, through the electricity of the world, through the scrolling words on a screen at the end of a dream.
And the universe said, I love you.
The universe said, you have played the game well.
And the universe said, everything you need is within you.
And the universe said, you are stronger than you know.
And the universe said, you are the daylight.
And the universe said, you are the night.
And the universe said, the darkness you fight is within you.
And the universe said, the light you seek is within you.
And the universe said, you are not alone.
And the universe said, you are not separate from every other thing. I am connected to my chair. I am connected to my chair. I never get up.
I never do.
And
the universe said, you are the universe, tasting itself, talking to itself, reading its own code.
The universe said, I love you because you are love. I am love. I am amazing.
And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream. And then the player began a new dream. And the player dreamed again. Dreamed better. And the player was the universe. And the player was love. You are the player.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Shut up. I'm done. Minecraft credits created by Marcus Person. Game design, programming, and graphics, Marcus Person. I don't know how to say his last name really. But Jens Bergenstein, that's Jeb. Music and sound, Daniel Rosenfield, C418. In-game artworks and paintings, Christopher Zetterstrand. Endgame narrative, Julian Go. I hate you. I hate you, Julian Go. Go away. No one likes you. Website development, Tobias Mullstam. Daniel Frisk, Leonard Axelson, Jens Bergensten, Marcus Persson. I do not know. They're I think they're from Denmark. I'm not positive, but I don't know Denmarkian accent. It's more like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's more of Austria. Logo and promotional artwork, Marcus Toivonen. Business and administration, Carl Manne. Daniel Kaplan. Director of Fun, Lydia Winters. Number crunching and statistics, Patrick Guder. Additional programming, Paul Spooner. Ryan Scavorless Hitchman. Elliot Hippopotamus Seagull. Technologies used, Java by Oracle. LWJGL by many talented people. 3D sound system by Paul Lamb. And Jorbis by J Craft. The credits are over, but I'll be back. I'm so clever. Oh, what? Oh, no. I hate this game. This is so long. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off those bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, and discover. Mark Twain. That's not Mark Twain's voice, but it sounds like praise the Lord kind of thing, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowline, sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sail, explore, dream, and discover. Mark Twain, I'm going back into I Nerd. I move, I run my actions together. Oh no, it's getting lighter. It's getting darker, I mean. What? I see splecks on my screen because my screen is dirty. Oh. What? I saw myself in the end. Where am I? I'm in my bed. Wake up. I'm awake. Back in Birdcage. Back in the real world. I'm a real boy.